Hello beautiful people, I'm Jessica and welcome to Arise with Jessica Carey. This week is the first of many on musing through each essential oil, starting with each single oil, and we've started with Arborvitae. So this beautiful oil, the oil of divine grace, I'm going to share with you my musings for the week and how I use that through ritual and ceremony. And I really encourage you to journey with me on this, because every week I'm going to dive really deep into using that oil every day and as a part of my day. And I feel when we can tap in and anchor into an individual oil at a time, it really supports us in really understanding it and really being able to use it throughout our days and really intuitively know when to use it. So earlier this week I shared the physical, the practical, the emotional, the spiritual and the scientific benefits of Arborvitae, and today as a Facebook Live, it's really about me sharing what my journey has been with it and a few other extras that I've learnt about Arborvitae over the last couple of years. So Arborvitae is the oil of divine grace, and if you don't already have it, the Emotions and Essential Oils book is absolutely phenomenal for doing this work. The emotional connection that our body has to these oils just absolutely rocks my world. It's so potent at tapping in deeper to the body and deeper to healing and supporting the body on more than just a physical level, which I really love. So this oil is really great at releasing control. So I'm going to tell you a little fun story, because when I first smelt this oil, I still remember it. I was in the room next door here, and it was when I first started using the oils, and my upline, Nick Fairbairn, he was here, and I was smelling the oils that I didn't have, and Arborvitae was one. And I smelt it, and I was like, oh, what is that? And he laughed at me. And the other one I was really the same with was wintergreen. But I smelt this and it nearly repelled me. And I'm sure you've all had experiences where an oil can repel you. And you just think, no. And he's like, Jessica, look up the Emotions and Essential Oils book. And when I read it, it was the oil of divine grace, and it was all about releasing control and trusting in the divine and trusting in your path. And at that time in my life, I had lost a lot of trust and a lot of faith in my journey and what I'd been through. And yeah, I love this baby now, but it took me a little while. So that's why even this week, tapping deeper into, I guess, my relationship with this oil was really beautiful, because it didn't start out great. So using this for ritual and ceremony, this has been used for a very long time, especially by Native Americans, to enhance your spiritual awareness and your connection. So really beautiful for meditation, really beautiful for any type of spiritual work. So I personally do a lot of energetic clearing, connecting to the earth, grounding in, inhaling in when you're grounded in the earth, picturing roots growing from your feet back into the earth, whilst inhaling in the aroma of this beautiful oil. So the opposite of that control or that overexertion that Arborvitae can support is you can feel grace-filled. And I love that. I love that because it's close to my heart. My middle name's Grace, and grace has always been one of my core values and a word that really means a lot to me. So I really like mixing this oil with some more rooted tree oils. So Arborvitae is also known as the tree of life. So it's actually a co-impact sourcing oil, which is sourced from Canada. And they're these massive big trees that just have such deep roots and have such high canopies that really cover a lot of parts of Canada. And I shared a video on the compact sourcing of this beautiful oil earlier in the week, so I encourage you to go back on my page and have a look at that as well. But I just love this oil because that's what it does. It deeply grounds and roots you into your body. So anytime you're feeling scattered or overwhelmed or like, yeah, you've overexerted, it can bring you back into your heart center and back into your body. Something else I like to do with it is, because it makes me feel grounded in my center, in my solar plexus, so this part of your body, I pop a couple of drops with some fractionated coconut oil and I circulate on my solar plexus. So our solar plexus is our power center, and I like to feel really grounded and centered in that space. So that's one way that I also use it. I can't even explain how much I dislike this oil when I first smelled it, so it's actually quite amazing how much I've connected to it this week. It's also known as a natural insect repellent, so it's also found in the blend Terra Shield. So it's beautiful for using it outdoors, camping, anywhere. If you're having a barbecue or a dinner outside with friends, so it's really beautiful to apply on the legs and arms, and it smells amazing as well. Okay, so the other thing that I've learnt this week with this oil is I've really noticed the effect that Arborvitae has on bringing subconscious patterning or subconscious thoughts or beliefs into the conscious mind. So I really love that, because I think it's like 80 or 85%, I can't remember my percentages, but 80% of our patterns, beliefs, stories that we tell ourselves are actually stored in the subconscious part of ourselves, and we actually replay them out. So Arborvitae helps us stand strong and stand grounded like a tree and bring things forward to the conscious mind, so we can actually release that trauma or release that pain. So something I learned last year, I went to an emotions course about this oil, and if you think about Arborvitae as a root system, so it's a really big tree and it's rooted really deep in the ground, and where root systems grow and how they go into the earth and how they maneuver and they just create their way in the earth. Like most tree oils, and I love this part about using Arborvitae, is it actually supports in the root system of ourselves, so a family tree, a broken family tree. So if there's trauma in the subconscious body around your family tree, whether that's through separation or death or a lot of different things, everything stores in not only the physical body but many other parts, many other bodies, which I'll go into. But any tree oil is amazing for your root system and your family tree. So I've just got a couple of notes here. Trees, if you think about them, when we lay on the back of a tree, when we put our back against the trunk of a tree, how much it grounds us. So tree oils work the same, and obviously Arborvitae, being the tree of life, is a really big solid anchor. So I love that about this oil. So trees are actually natural pain relievers, and they're really soothing and grounding. So it makes sense, yeah? So I love that about this oil, because it's the tree of life, it's really anchors us into our own root system. And I love that it can support in, firstly, becoming aware from the subconscious to the conscious, and then actually using this oil to support and release pain and trauma in the body. I really love that, because all emotional pain actually translates into the body as physical pain. And this is something that I'm really passionate about, which is why the oils have enhanced and supported my life so amazingly, and why I share them with so many people that I can, because they're just incredible, how they support the body. So trees are natural pain relievers. So you can imagine how using an oil like Arborvitae and teaming that with oils like white fir and Douglas fir and Siberian fir, also other trees, can really support in releasing pain and trauma in the body. So yeah, I just love that they really support my emotional body really well. Back through the years, I never knew how to support. I'm a very emotional being, and I'm very connected to myself and how I feel. And for many years, I really struggled to support myself in that, and I would react, and I would not know how to handle myself, and also others wouldn't know how to handle my emotions, because I feel deep and I go deep. with how I feel and express that. So I really hope that you can incorporate Arborvitae into your home and into your life, and to support your body not only on that physical and practical level in your home and as a natural cleaner, but on a really deep emotional level, because it's really supportive. And it's my biggest passion to educate people on a deeper connection to their soul and a deeper connection to their body, because we are so powerful at the way we can heal our own bodies and the way that we can create awareness around new ways of tapping into different parts of ourselves. So, oh, I just seen Sarah's comment. Thank you, darling. I'm a little bit nervous, and you're amazing too. And my heart is like really racing. I actually should have put something on to calm me before, but I just literally smelled Arborvitae, so that's okay. That feels really good. I feel like if you want to know any more about the practical benefits or the physical benefits of Arborvitae, have a back read through of some of my posts. And again, I'm going to share something every week. So next week we're diving into basil, which I'm really excited about after a week at convention. So I'm really, really looking forward to diving into basil next week. So I encourage you to journey with me, share what you've learnt about Arborvitae this week, and if there's any way that you use it, I would love to see it in the comments. And if you feel this could help anybody, I would love you to share this video, share the love, like it, little love heart, whatever you feel, and share it with any friends and family that you feel would benefit. So that's a wrap on Arborvitae week this week, and yeah, I encourage you to use it in ceremony for yourself, whether that's through meditation or yoga, and dive a little bit deeper into a new part of yourself that maybe you haven't met yet. So enjoy this glorious day. It's such a beautiful day outside. Enjoy your Friday and enjoy your weekend, and I will tune in next week with basil. Mwah!